Hi guys, I wanted to hop on here hopefully pretty quick as we wrap up this month and start into a brand new month. It's always super exciting. So I wanted to share with you kind of what I do at the end of a month and into a new month. One thing that I do is I recreate my list every single month. So we all have our list that we started as coaches where we brain dumped. If you haven't done so yet, I highly encourage you to make that list. Just having your list of friends on Facebook isn't enough. We got to have a way to start tracking people. So what I do is anybody that I have messaged, anybody that I have met, it all goes onto that list. So for the new month, I have people that I have been forming with ever since I've started coaching. I've maybe have invited. Those are going to go onto my list for the month. Those that maybe he said not right now, but in 2 months, I'm following up with them this month. I've put them on that calendar for this month, and they're going to go on my list to invite. Those people that maybe I invited 2 months ago, but we're still talking. It just wasn't the right time. Now maybe I'm going to invite them into our 7-day refocus group because maybe they had a cost objection last month. So those are some examples. Then there's going to be people that I'm still forming with that I'm not necessarily going to invite if the relationship goes that way, whereas I'm forming and as I'm messaging new people every single day and doing my daily bat or my dynamic duo or whatever system you use to track your people. And if it does happen to go into that, I'm going to go ahead and I'll put them on my list and I'm going to invite them. So where I invite though is I go right to the 30-day challenge. Now I know that it's the beginning of the month and our 30-day challenge doesn't start until the 4th Monday. Kind of crazy, right? Okay, so it's okay, I promise. So what happens is, say you're inviting here and miraculously someone says, yep, I'm ready like now. So that's okay. It's going to take them a few days to get their package. They will go into our 7-day refocus group as a bonus to them. So what I say to them is, awesome girl, hey, as a bonus to you, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put you in my 7-day refocus group. We'll get you started there. And then from there, we'll go ahead and we're going to get started with our prep week on this date. And then we'll get you started and we're all going to push play together on, April, whatever date. And so that way it's a special bonus to them. It makes them feel good that they, purchased early. They're getting a bonus time group with us, which is pretty cool. So the other thing is I always am inviting to 30 days. So maybe people I'm reaching out to that from the past that I know that I've invited, and so now I'm following up because they just weren't quite ready last month, and we're still working through the invite progression because it does take time. Sometimes it'll take a few weeks because people are on vacation, people don't respond right away, and then as you follow up, they're like, oh crap, I'm so sorry, I thought I messaged you back and I didn't, and then they'll message you back, and then it kind of happens again, and maybe you'll say, hey girl, I just wanted to see how you're doing. I hope that you had a wonderful Easter. How was it? Or something to get that conversation started up again. And then they'll say, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I messaged you back. But yes, I'm still interested. And then so I'll go right back into the invite script progression. So I always start with inviting to the 30-day group, okay? And then what happens is, say, like I said, as we get to the end of the month and there's people that have price objections, I'm going to invite them to our 7-day refocus group, okay? And then hopefully from there, those people will see the value in the group and what we have to offer. They'll like the Shakeology, they'll like the program, and I'm going to invite them into the 30-day group at the end of the month. But so what I do is when somebody likes maybe my post or I reach out to them or those that I've been forming with and I've invited, what I'm going to do is I send them a general, the invite of, have you ever considered joining me? That generic, have you ever considered? And then literally what I do is if they say, I don't know, what do you do? Tell me about that. I'm going to actually share my screen with you guys and show you the script progression that I love using. Again, this is in the Google Drive. We want to make sure that you all have access to this. So if you don't, I'm going to share it in the comments below. Make sure that you do have access. There should be the 5-day groups in there, the 30-day content, the invites, like the objections that are in there. So Summer and the team, there's so much value in there that you're not reinventing the wheel on this stuff. And I know that maybe you feel like it's not very personalized, but there's things that I kind of take out maybe here and there, but the general content of it is so valuable. I have found that I don't have to work through a lot of objections because it's not all icky and salesy the way that things are worded, and it's all talking about them. It's not talking about me and my goals and myself. It's talking about them. And that's what people want. They want to talk about themselves. They don't want to hear about us because we're not interesting. Let's face it, right? I mean, we are, but so just think about that. So I'm going to share this screen with you guys. And I'm going to go here. Okay, so here is my Google Drive, and it's called this Team Determination Master Documents is what you're going to see. I don't know if this is still recording. Please restart screen sharing. Okay. Pause share, resume share. Okay, it's not letting me share. Okay, so inside of this Google Drive, okay, you guys, it's erroring on me, so it's not letting me share it. But inside of the Google Drive it says invites. Inside that tab is the invite script progression. There's invite script. There's two of them. One of them is Summers, and one of them is another team that I have found to work very successfully. So sometimes I might kind of go in between the two and copy and paste depending on their objections and where they're at. But when someone says to me, well, my goal is to lose like 50 pounds and I don't have a gym near me and I just feel sluggish or whatever, I say, oh gosh, girl, that breaks my heart hearing you say this. And then it goes right into, I share a little bit about my story, like before Beachbody, this is how I struggled with this is how I felt. You can share your transformation. And then it goes right into the whole thing of, here is what I can offer you as a coach on this journey. We're going to offer you success, accountability, and fitness all into one. And it talks about that. I share that. I literally copy, paste it, and send that. And it says, does this sound like it would be something that you would be interested in? And a lot of times they're like, absolutely, yeah. And then so what happens from there is, after I tell them that, I take it back to them again and I say, okay, can you share with me a little bit about what workouts you've done in the past? And it goes and it talks about like Zumba, weightlifting, and it asks different questions so you can kind of figure out what program, where they're at, if they have any limitations. So I will go in and I will send them that after that. And so then if they respond back to me with that, I will go ahead, and then the next thing I send them is I literally go into my back office. I think about what they've told me with the questions, and if you guys don't know a fitness program that might work, go ahead and reach out to us in the team page. That's what we're all here for. There's many times that I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I haven't been to the gym for a while because I haven't. I don't know all the names of all the classes and things that are offered out there and what they're similar to with what programs that we have. So post it into the group and we will help guide everybody. That's what we're all here for, and find the best fit for them. So what I do then is I go right into my back office, and this is the only time that I ever send anybody a link to my back office unless they're actually ordering. And I'll maybe copy paste the PIO link, 21-day fix, and say 22-minute hardcore. And I'll say, hey girl, do you mind just checking these out and see which one you really feel like you can commit to, and then get back to me and let me know your thoughts, and that's what I do right from the back office. If you go to your marketing tab, you can pull videos right there, and literally you can't do it from your phone, you have to do it from the computer. But basically if you click the little share under each of the programs, you can go to the promo video, and then the little screen will come up and you click share and it gives you a link. You copy that link and you share it with them. So I do that with them. That way, if for some reason they happen to just go ahead and they're ordering through you as well. Then after that, they tell me, they're like, I like 22-minute hardcore. I'm like, awesome. I think that's a great fit based on what you've told me of blah, blah, blah. And, maybe time restriction. I think that's a great fit based on what you told me, that you mentioned that you're really short on time. It's only 22 minutes, and and then it says, so the next part of my challenge group is Shakeology, and it goes through. It says Shakeology is this whole food nutrient that fills our gaps in nutrition, and it kind of spells it all out for you. Kind of talks about some of the objections that you might get back right away. And then once they get back to you with that, they might come back at you and say they don't understand or they want a little bit more information, and you can send them some more information. We can work through those objections together as well. And again, there is objections that Summer has created that are awesome. Those people that say, well, I already have a protein shake. Well, what do you say? Or a cost objection or whatever. So as you can tell, to this point, we have not mentioned anything with costs. And at this point, if people mention anything to me about how much it might cost, I might say, it actually says it in there, like it really depends on what everybody has at home. Some people have everything they need and some people don't. So that's actually in the invite script progression as you would read through. It's right before, actually, I think it talks about when we send them what workouts they've done. It's right into that one. So I don't give them that until the very end. And then it says, once they tell me what they can commit to, we've gone through all the questions with Shakeology, that's when I say, all right, let's go ahead and we'll get you set up. And then, like I break it down if I need to. The invite script progression even breaks down the different cost objections, because a lot of people, even myself, I know, like it helps if I see the breakdown with it. So it does it as far as, it's only, $4.33 a meal, which is so much cheaper than when I was going to Starbucks or eating out at Wendy's, and it actually is giving myself nutrients versus, before, or, $130, so $10 more, you can get PIO, for $10 more, plus you're getting this accountability group, me as your coach. It tells you all of that in there. So that really is the secret sauce. If you're looking for one, that's it. It really is that simple. So I really wanted to share that with you guys. I really want to make sure that every single one of us has all the tools that we need. So keep inviting, staying consistent, and reaching out to everybody, on your list. If you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to post them below. I'm super excited to rock this month. I'll talk to you guys later.